The nanny we hired was perfect on paper and even better in person, warm, patient, adored by our 2 kids. Then one night our 4-year-old climbed into our bed and whispered, "Mommy, she becomes a different person when you leave." I laughed it off as a kid's imagination. I've never been more wrong. For weeks, everything seemed wonderful. The house was clean, the kids were happy, and my husband and I finally had room to breathe. But our daughter kept saying strange things. That the nanny had a quiet voice and a loud voice. That she took a lot of pictures for her friend. That she wasn't allowed to talk about the man who sometimes came to the door. Each comment on its own meant nothing. Together, they started to keep me up at night. So I did what any parent would do. We put a small camera in the living room, told ourselves it was just for peace of mind, and went to work the next morning like normal. That evening, after the kids were asleep, my husband and I sat down and watched the footage. The first few hours were exactly what we hoped: snacks, cartoons, a craft at the table. Then at 11 a.m., her phone rang. And our daughter was right. Her whole body changed. The warm nanny straightened, her face went flat, and she started walking through our house room by room, filming everything: our documents, our safe, the spare key drawer, narrating in a low voice to whoever was on the line. That wasn't even the worst part. Because at one point she opened the front door, and a man stepped inside, someone we had never seen, and the 2 of them stood in our kitchen going through our mail while our children napped upstairs. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely pause the video. This wasn't a nanny. This was someone who had spent weeks learning our schedule, our layout, and exactly where we kept everything that mattered. The kindness was the disguise. The job was the way in. We didn't confront her. We called the police, and they told us to act completely normal for one more day while they prepared. That was the longest day of my life, smiling at her, thanking her, handing my children to someone I now knew was studying us like a target. When they arrested her, they found photos of 3 other families on her phone. She had done this before. The man at the door had a record longer than my arm. And the only reason we caught it, the only reason my kids are safe, is that a 4-year-old noticed something the adults refused to see. Now I tell every parent I know the same thing. When your child says something strange about an adult, don't laugh. Don't explain it away. Listen. Because kids see the version of people we're not supposed to see. And sometimes, that quiet little voice is the only warning you'll get.